I am an invisible woman. Do you ever feel that you're invisible? You're here, but no one sees you, including yourself. June 2007, on the first year of our wedding anniversary, my husband tells me he's in love with someone else. I feel like a lightning just struck on me. And I asked God, why me? 2 years into our marriage, I give birth to our baby. And all of the attention, all of his love goes to our baby. And I became invisible. And all these years, my husband kept telling me, you're stupid, you're ignorant, you're not good enough. And I believe it. And as a result, I lost my confidence, I lost my self-worth, I lost my identity. And I stopped taking care of myself. One day, my brother came visiting me from Indonesia. And the first thing that he said after he put down his luggage was, Rainy, why do you look so old? That feels like a slap on my face. Because I know my brother loves me a lot. And if he has to say that, it must be really bad. So I brave myself, I go inside my room, and for the first time I really looked into the mirror. And I was shocked. I'm shocked because I don't recognize the woman in the mirror. She looks old, fat, ugly. I don't like her. And that day, I tell myself, I want to change. I don't know how, but I must change. And I realized that no one can help me but me. So I work on my look. I go on a diet. I go exercise. I dress up. No more auntie t-shirt. And no more free-size dress. And men start to whistle at me. People start to look at me, except for him. And I attended personal development courses to change how I think, how I feel, and how I act. And I begin to treat people with more empathy. And people start telling me, Rainy, you're so loving, you're so kind. I never got that before. People start looking at me in a different light. Everyone except him. So, 2016, 10 years into our marriage, my husband tells me he wants out. No matter what I say and do, he still wants to leave. And I know I got to let it go. So in 2017 December, we signed the papers. That year was tough. I lost not just my husband and my child. And I dread it when people ask me, where is your husband? So, on a New Year Eve, I was all alone in Esplanade. I was walking alone. And I decided to face my fear. I picked up my phone, I recorded a video on my Facebook, and I declared to the world that I've lost my marriage. I'm starting a new chapter of my life, and I'm going to turn my greatest pain into my greatest strength. 2018, I found a new purpose in my life. I want to help people so that they can stop paying the price for what they didn't know. I want to tell my story, but I'm scared. How will people look at me? What would they say about me? So I fight my little voice for months. And I finally take out my courage. So, because I know that I must get out of my own way. So I reach out to my friends and say, hey, I'm going to share something important on a Facebook Live, but I'm scared. I need your love. Can you please be there for me? And I remember it was a Sunday, 3 p.m. I tell my story for about 20 minutes and how I picked myself up. And immediately right after that, I feel like I just offloaded a huge stone from my chest. And I feel like I just break out of a prison. And that freedom allows me to move on to write my book. I become a speaker. I become a coach. I help others break out of their emotional prison and reclaim their power. I regain my identity, my self-worth, my confidence. And on 4th December 2018, when I launched my book at a Woman Inspiring Woman Forum, my son tells me, Mommy, I am so proud of you. I gained my son's respect after all these years. And my ex, he tells me, there's more in you that I could ever see. You're more than who you are. My son sees me. My husband, my ex-husband, sees me. And I finally see myself. Thank you.